might have bitten off more than I can chew. I literally just got off the friggin' water. Woo. Got my dough. Kaia, you forgot your paddles. Got one. I can't find her. I haven't heard her at all. I don't know what to do. This is what you got to be careful with. Woo! On my last episode of Ontario Woodland Adventures, I set sails on a journey to find a new campsite. A beautiful day made for a calm and relaxing canoe trip. On this episode, I arrive at my new spot. I take some time to explore and gather my bearings, as well prepare for what winds and rains may be coming. I like to take the time to show the viewers what the actual campsites look like upon arrival. It will help you get a sense of which site you'd like to visit when you come this way. This is the closest site to the portage route on Clydegale Lake, and I recommend coming here for at least one night. It has a nice setup for your belongings, beautiful views, your own little cove, a huge rocky peninsula you can relax on, and is surrounded by beautiful dense forest that's easily hikeable. The only downfall is that the fire pit is on top of a pretty big hill, making the fire pretty exposed to extreme winds. My first order of business is to survey the area and figure out where my tent will go as per the incoming weather. We follow down here. This is the other side of the peninsula of this campsite. So the dam is going to be just over there. Beauty. You can fish from here. Ooh, there's a loon. It's coming to say hello. Great blue heron way over there. You guys can't see it though. Awesome. Time to set up. I'm currently explaining why I chose where I set up my tent in case of a downpour. I was far away from the hill and I was under a dense canopy to reduce exposure to rain. There you have it. She's all set up, ready to go. Alrighty. So since I'm not totally out of breath, I'm going to show you how easy it is to inflate this sleeping pad. Once again, it's the insulated Static V light sleeping bag. So let's see. Count with me, that's 2. 8. That's good. I think one more will be more than enough. Yeah. So that was 9 total. 8 worked perfectly. 9 just made it a little bit more stiff. So that's good. My goal today was simple. Set up camp, try some new kind of backpacking food, fish, and bathe. I also wanted to test out some of my new gear that I purchased, and more importantly, relax with my best friend Kaia. Some people think I'm nuts walking around barefoot in the forest. The thing is, it's comfy. And when your feet are wet from canoeing and they're in wet shoes, it feels amazing to take the shoes off and be able to walk around in bare feet. Because the ground is very dry, and this stuff, you'd think it would hurt, but no, it feels pretty good for the most part. I'm incorporating the birch, because once that birch goes, we should be okay. You can see how that cedar really works as a to catch a spark and kind of smolder. And here we go. What is that sound? Is that the sound of a bug chewing on that wood? Every so often with these filters, you have to backwash them. So when you purchase this, it comes with a syringe looking thing that you can stick on the opposite end of the flow and syringe clean water through. However, if you have these bottles, which is why I brought these, you can fit both sides perfectly into these little nipple ends. So the reverse side flow, you want your clean water in here, and you want this to be your dirty water. So in order to backwash it, screw this one on, and you want to give really hard squeezes. Really tough squeezes. See how dirty that water is? And you want to keep going until that ends up becoming clear. So that's how much dirty water just came out of that. Let's do it again. That might have been all I needed to do. So what this does is it cleans the filters and it makes the flow a lot faster. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. A few squeezes got it pretty dirty, and this is pretty near clean. This bottle itself is a little dirty because it's the dirty water bottle, so that's pretty good. Bringing these bottles, it's a great way to store your water, and also it saves you from having to bring that syringe as well, so pretty good idea. Got a decent fire going. I'm boiling my water to make some potatoes. That's what I got for lunch. I got black beans with peppers and corn, zesty Mexican style by Uncle Ben's. I got some meat in a can. Never tried it before. This is kind of an experimental thing. I thought it was boring, me bringing all dehydrated food, so I wanted to try this. And then I have some dehydrated potatoes here. Now I have no idea how much water I needed. That seems like a decent bit. It's just on the verge of boiling now. I'm adding these in. And I'm going to put the lid back on, put it back in, give it a good shake. I'm just going to put it back in here for a little. Actually, you know what? Now that those are in there, I'm going to put the sauce in there. It's powder. That's a lot of powder. Jeepers. I'm just gonna throw this on there. Obviously it needs to be mixed. And obviously this isn't the right way to cook these. And if it works, then hey, I got a pretty decent thing going. And I'll definitely have to do it again. Welcome back to Cooking with Ontario Woodland Adventures. For today's meal, we have dehydrated potatoes that are going on the fire right now. And we have this canned meat. I have never ever used this before. This is gonna be my first time using it. I am excited for it. I'm curious how many meals I could get out of this for it being so cheap. So we're gonna be having Mexican beans with scalloped potatoes and meat. Mystery meat is what we'll call it. So, okay, that is probably not supposed to happen. This may be challenging. Okay, well that took forever. Here's the reveal. certainly smells like cat food. Let's try and get this baby out of here. Okay, so what I did was I created 3 slits like that, and I put some holes on the bottom to get some airflow. Some top-notch engineering. Now, I would have thought it would be less than this. There'd be like half a centimeter of juice around it all. There we go. Look at that meat. Beautiful. Now it's fully cooked. I can eat it like that, but I'm gonna cook it in some butter and have it with my meal. Got a mean sizzle going. Beauty. The wind certainly is picking up a little bit. Now to this, I'm gonna add, this is cheating, I know, but I have some herbs. It's dried thyme, rosemary, and I also have dehydrated onions in this mixture. So that's what I'm gonna add to that, and then we're good to eat after I cook the chili. Gotta admit, looks pretty good. I'm gonna be real with you guys. I am thriving. This looks amazing. I don't even care that that's canned meat, dehydrated potatoes, and bagged beans. This looks great. I'm sure I'm gonna love it every freaking second of it. I got this view. It's funny how the little things can have the biggest impact. Still to this day, this was by far the best meal I have ever had in the backcountry, and I tell people about it all the time. Delicious. Well, that was more food than anyone can handle. So I'm just gonna put that in this little bag, and I'm gonna reheat it for dinner. Perfect. Oh God, that's cool. Woo! I haven't swam in a lake and I can't even remember when. There we go. Oh, there's Kaia. Okay. This is what you got to be careful with. Right by my clothes, a bunch of blueberry bushes. But look at what's in there. That is one big snakeskin. Woo! Now that's a beauty. Cool. Oh. But on the other hand, look at all these blueberries. Pick them and eat them. Mmm. Oh man. These blueberries sure are something else. Yes, I'm sitting here butt naked, but you know what? There's no one around. Sometimes you forget how good it feels to stand in nature and just be naked and have no bugs biting you. So I'm gonna sit here like a freaking animal and graze on these berries. This was a great find. Wild blueberries contain higher amounts of antioxidants than cultivated ones. They are very high in both vitamin C and K, and also provide me with a nice sugary energy boost. This was a perfect time for Kaia and I to relax in the sun after our bath, and once again reflect on how lucky we are to have each other, and to be together in such a beautiful place on this earth. There are many hidden gems in Ontario, and this one definitely takes the cake. I came into this trip knowing that it was supposed to rain and even thunderstorm during half of my stay, so I give my thanks for the beautiful weather and the fact that we are both healthy enough to take this trip. There's plenty going on in the world right now, and I hope to entice some of you watching to find it in yourself to plan a trip like this so you can see the beauty during the dark times. Relax, calm, peace. This is what you can do and learn when somewhere remote in nature with nothing but yourself, your knowledge, and the great outdoors. Along with all those beautiful blueberries, we have this bush here, which I believe is a juniper bush, which means that I believe these are juniper berries. And with juniper berries, I believe you can make juniper tea. So they are edible. However, I don't know when they are in season. I would assume these bluish ones are the ones you want to look for. They smell great. I'm assuming that's what they are and could be used for. I've seen it done. I'm just not 100% sure if this is it because I'm not a professional. I decided to take this opportunity to explore more of the surrounding area and try and find a new fishing spot. Multiple sandy beaches and coves provide an excellent source for water access. This is definitely a place I would want to come and explore again. Scared a couple of ducks. Additionally, this is a perfect site for a group of people, with lots of different areas where you can have some privacy while enjoying both the sunset and the environment. Don't go too far, buddy. Hey! Much like the last couple of days, this little bay offered me nothing but small fish and minnows. I was totally underprepared for the type of fishing that was required to catch edible fish. So it looks like people that were here before did this exact same thing. People punched in a couple nails there and there, probably the same thing. And because this is high up and there's a lot of water in it, you can pinch this and water will come out. And that's how you make a gravity feed. So normally when this is on your back, here, you have to pinch this, pull back, and then suck on it for the water to come out. But because this is high up, the water comes out like that. Gravity physics, man. One sweet deal. One sweet deal indeed. So you hang it up, and there you go. You got a nice sack here full of water. Time to harvest some wood. I brought this back. People have been sawing logs all over here. So I'm gonna chop this all up, make some good firewood out of it. My fire's been out for at least an hour and a half. I'm only making it for to cook, and then at night a bit to keep the bugs away, because ooh, they come out. Sun's setting now, so I'm gonna get to harvesting some wood while there's still light out. I hung up my food bag. I got a little bit of food here that I'm gonna have. I'm likely gonna do an early night tonight because I'm thinking I want to wake up early, hoping the weather isn't too bad, and portage onto Penn Lake, and then from there get close to Rock Lake depending on the weather. But it shouldn't take me too long, and then set up such that I have the whole day to stay on Penn Lake and do whatever I want, and then that'll be my last night. I have a couple logs here, like this one and this one, that is really, really hard. There's no way I'm gonna chop through them. Likely just gonna leave them here for the next people, or they might not even be able to burn them. Kind of like that, someone tried to burn that and that's not happening. But wood that's like this, that's been dead for longer, if it's too long, what you can do is you can lay it down and then start at the top, which I had already done, and then bring it all the way down. Keep hitting and come further and further down. And then what you do is once you've done that for a little bit, you flip it over to the other side, the exact opposite side, and you do the exact same thing. And it should, in theory, split the wood depending on how dead the wood is. So that worked out pretty good. Starting to go. Got a little bit of firewood, not a lot, but I don't plan on staying up too long, so it'll hold me off for a bit. Got different kinds, got a hunk of cedar in there, got some super burniable wood there, and this stuff is pretty hard, so should last me quite a while. Now I don't know why, but a lot of the birch in this area seems to be like they're cutting them down, tearing them apart. I don't know why. Maybe they attract a certain type of bug, or maybe they're in a bad spot and it's best for them, it's best for the rangers to cut them down. I'm not sure. But something interesting, this birch bark is one of the best building materials you can get if you're out and stuck in the woods. Because if you're building a makeshift shelter, you can use this as shingling. It's waterproof. It'll shed the water really nicely. They used to build canoes out of these. You can use it as paper. Look at how many sheets come off this as well. There's about 6 different sheets all in that. Under the bark of a lot of different types of trees, you can actually eat a layer of the bark. It's called the cadmium layer, I believe. And I know it's the layer in between the bark and the wood itself. Now you can boil it, you can fry it up, but it's best to take it from a living tree. But when you take, if you're in that situation, if you take it from a living tree, make sure you don't take a lot, because it's essentially like the blood vessels of the tree. So it's very important. Everywhere I've been along the shore, there are so many of these mussels. And they sound so good when you step on them. I want to create my own ASMR show. Dan stepping on empty mussel shells. That's a good crunch. I found the mother lode. Good girl. You're my buddy. Well guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video so far. Sorry I didn't get any fish today. I've had a few bites, but just nothing I was doing was working. I tried a bunch of different lures. I tried right near the end there. I didn't get it on video, but I was trying a lure that kind of skimmed on the top of the water, and I was kind of going over the lily pads and whatnot, but wasn't working. So maybe tomorrow on Penn Lake I'll have some better luck. I didn't bring that much fishing tackle, plus I just suck at fishing. But if you haven't seen my last video, please check it out up there. I'll have a box and a little video of it. You can click it right there. That, you know, it was a lot of fun getting here. I'm gonna have a lot of fun tomorrow. Today was a very peaceful day on the water. I enjoyed myself. Hard time getting wood, and a lot of the wood I got was kind of useless. So, just goes to show. It's hard to find good wood. But yeah, so it's just about 9 o'clock. I'm gonna heat up some oatmeal. I got water boiling for that. Then I have some leftovers I'm gonna cook up. Give Kaia some food. And I've done all my water collecting today. I'm gonna call it a night, probably before it gets dark. Try and wake up early tomorrow. And get to Penn Lake early. That's the plan, at least. Every camper knows you can't have a fire without a good poker stick, so I decided to debark this nice piece of cedar while simultaneously testing the sharpness of my new axe. My oatmeal, maple brown sugar, and I picked some blueberries. I had some casualties after I picked them. There's a lot of blueberries out on the rocks where I was fishing, but on land around this campsite there's not too many. I guess a lot of other people have picked them, and bears and other animals, so I only got those 3, but better than nothing. Nope, that's a bit of a soupy oatmeal. Oh well, that's fine. Oh God. Maple brown sugar oatmeal is so good, even if it is this soupy. The sugars and everything, it's like a flavor burst in your mouth. Especially being out here. the sugar, and like as soon as you feel that, you just feel like you're at home. It's unbelievable. Awesome. Yeah, there's my beautiful leftovers. There wasn't much left over, but oh, it's gonna be good. Here's my food bag. As you can see, it's about maybe 12 feet high. Now it should be further away from the tree, but this is just a deterrent. It's not going to keep a bear away from it 100%. So it looks pretty good to me. And again, this is how I tie it around. All I do is I don't tie any knots. I just wrap it around. Makes it a lot easier for taking it down. There's the happy girl. Hey buddy, sit. And we're off. As soon as I woke up about 6 a.m., packed all my stuff, did my morning business, got on the canoe and left. Didn't have time to eat or make a coffee. This is my breakfast. Nature Valley almond bar. It's really good with that cream stuff on the bottom. I'm stuffed. Okay, the dam is to the center right of the screen, and to the center left is my portage route. So we made it to the first portage. It's 300 meters, 275 meters or so. Treacherous. My ride off Clydesdale Lake has started. As Penn Lake is just around the corner, another fun-filled day of canoeing, fishing, and exploring begins. I'll leave all that for the next video, which also includes another incredible meal that I've never tried before. Thanks for watching, and see you on the next one. That is a welcomed sight. Oh, baby. And there it is. I'm determined to catch a fish. A big good one, too. Even if it kills me. Kaia, you forgot your paddles.